What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Big 12 Team Builder Championship for year number 3. Broken Arrow and Midland State, two teams that have faced a lot of adversity throughout the season, and one team has earned it in most people's eyes. The other team is kind of here on some technicalities.
Well, a lot of controversy here as you see the Big 12 West standings. We got a 4-way tie, and Midland State somehow gets the nod by a fraction of a hair.
Literally a fraction. 0.003 separated Midland State from the Kansas A&M Amber Wave. And a lot of people were pulling for Camu. I was one of them.
Midland State's going to have something to prove here as well because they got a lot of hate, and they're going to want to come out strong. And the Broken Arrow is a team that's had a lot of doubters all year as well. So they have a Heisman contender here, Brian Street, breaking the huddle as we get this game underway.
1st and 10. First run of the game to Trumaine Chapman for 1 yard, one little measly yard. 2nd and 9. Street giving a little hot route and just going to have to throw this pass away as Centavious Stokes-King and that D-line, that tenacious D-line for Midland State was bearing in on him. 3rd and 9 here, Brian Street. Ooh! And just as we got talking about that D-line, Centavious Stokes-King, the big man, gets in with the sack.
I've always appreciated the fact that he never lands on the quarterback. He has a very gentlemanly kind of attitude about sacking quarterbacks. He will always roll off to the side so he doesn't kill somebody. I appreciate that.
That's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
That's a good dude. He's known to Dominican Sue, that's for sure.
Now, Claudio Keller is listed as out. It's going to be Demetric Pence and Jesse Tyson, who we've seen for the last 2 weeks. Keller suited up. It's a game-time decision, and he's not going to make it. So it's going to be up to Pence, who's a pretty good back in his own right. So it's Midland not out of this by any stretch of the imagination.
Broken Arrow, some pretty darn good defense here. Jets still hitting Whiteside pretty hard. You guys saw the play previous to that. And look at this. I was just going to talk about Connor Gatlin hitting the receiver big time, but then look at this defensive play out there by the linebacker for Broken Arrow. An interception near the end zone in the red zone for Midland State.
Shane Biddle makes the pick. So we've seen Dexter Whiteside do this, and the Ardmore game comes to mind. A lot of untimely turnovers for Dexter Whiteside.
Something that he's being known for recently. Trumaine Chapman here for 9, going to get almost to the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 1 and a little read option. They love to run that play.
Yeah, he's taking some punishment, though. Going to get an 8-yard gain here for Street. 1st and 10. He got 3.5 in the first. And he's going downfield. Finds his tight end, Coleman, on a strike for 19. So the offense is getting into gear here. Street, he's loose. Street is loose.
Oh, we get the stiff arm and the shake. Man, dude, he wants it. He's putting the team on his back here. 21 yards for Street. And the thing I like about Street, not that, almost an interception, but the thing I like about him is that once he sees his lineman gets the edge set and it's open, he's taking off and he's running for it. It's like easy yards for him. But Daniel Yancey going to go down after this catch.
And they're going for it. We have an aggressive tone set here and read option. Street picks it up. That's why he's a Heisman frontrunner, because he can do that, clutch up when they need him to. Now they're going underneath the Onong, and he's not going to make it. So 4th and goal. First points of the game will come via the field goal. Jed Satterwhite.
And the first quarter is practically over with. So two defenses, guys, playing really well against each other, and a lot of respect for both offenses for sure, because they're both trying to kill some clock here to limit the offensive output.
Yeah, here's Whiteside on 3rd and 10, and wow, Pence is actually going to pick that up. They had him bottled up behind the yard to gain, and he still slipped through. Here's Pence again, good run, and he's going to get tackled forward for a gain of 4. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It looked like they were bringing the engage 8 right there, and on 3rd and 6, it's going to be a completed pass to Ulysses Neely, but they're not going to get the first down. 4th and 1 play here, and pass complete over to Blaine Treadwell for a 4-yard first down. And oh no, he's going to do it again.
Come on.
He's going to do it again, and he's got 2 guys.
He had the tackle
there, and he's going to miss the tackle.
Took a crappy route there. I mean, Whiteside could have made that tackle, but Lorenzo Medley goes for a pick 6. Whiteside's second interception,
Dude,
in the early going.
I don't know which is more impressive. I mean, this guy always seems to come up huge with these interceptions.
They're doing good. Yeah, the secondary's doing good. I dogged on them a little bit, but they can make those big kinds of plays like that.
I think they were in top 5 with turnovers 4.
Yeah, but Midland wasting no time going downfield to Marlon Swift for 35. And, I mean, we got 5 minutes here in the second quarter. And like I said, wasting no time. Kevin Vargas for 31. Midland trying to get back in business and avoid the red zone turnover. It's happened to them twice. They're going to go to the corner. Marlon Swift for 5.
I don't even know how that referee saw that he got his 1 foot in.
Yeah, they are going to review this, but it's going to look like he barely got that foot in. I think they're going to give it to him. 10-7. Uba under pressure, Street. Oh, that could have been picked off. He's getting lucky right now compared to Whiteside, who has not gotten lucky.
2 misfires for Street so far that I've noticed. And we do get a fumble here, but they're going to pick it back up. Get that first down. So, yeah, Broken Arrow's getting a little bit of lucky here, but you got to make your own luck at this point. So, a 12-yard catch here to Cassidy Morris, going to pick up the first. And on 2nd and 7, they're going to be in the pistol formation. And here is Tremaine Chapman yet again getting the call, and he's going to get 8. So, he's got 7 for 36 so far in the game. And yet again, another pistol formation for Street and the Wranglers. And a first down is going to be had. So a timeout, though, with 1:55.
And they're calling timeout again.
So I don't know what the strategy is here. You don't want to give Midland the ball back if you score. I mean, you got to kill some clock down. Score.
Right.
Kill some clock, score.
Yeah, and Street gets hauled down for a loss there. And they're going down at the 1 yard line. Cassidy Morris is denied. So are they going to go conservative? Yes. Satterway comes on. Makes his second field goal. Now Midland has 40 seconds. He's facing a little bit of pressure, but he's going to get that throw off, and Swift can't get out of bounds, forcing Midland to call timeout. There's 33 seconds under pressure. He's throwing it.
Almost picked again. Lorenzo Medley was... Oh my God, this guy. He's everywhere right now. 2nd and 10, 29 seconds to go. And a catch. That's Gerard Harper for 35 yards. And on 2nd and 9 now, Midland State in some business, but a sack is going to be had here by Jeff Stahl.
Yeah, and that is going to push them away from the threatening for a touchdown because they got to call that timeout now. 5 seconds. This is a tough field goal here for Beauchamp, but he is a clutch kicker, and he's going to make that as the half just about expires. 13-10.
Not a game that people saw coming. Everybody was talking about these offenses and how it was going to be a shootout and it was going to be a bloodbath, and it's not looking that way right now. It's looking like defense is reigning supreme.
Yeah, not yet. 13-10. I'm trying to figure out how to wrap my head around this game right now.
It hasn't been a very entertaining game.
Yeah, there's been a couple plays here and there, but it's really Uba's defense, I think, is the story so far. But, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's only a 3-point game. You see a couple stops right there. Street getting loose. I think you're going to need more of that as it goes on. And Whiteside's got to clean this up because they might blow this game if he's throwing these terrible passes like that.
Oh, my God, that's 2 in a row.
And Brothers gets the deflection. Can't pick the ball off. But we see here, 221-167, so Broken Arrow getting outgained. That pick 6 pretty much gave Midland another offensive possession, so that probably explains that. Uba, though, with the ball here around midfield. Street under pressure, is throwing it, and we got another drop by Irby. And so they're not making Street pay for these throws yet. He's taking off here, gonna walk into a sack. Midland's starting to get pumped up. That's Romine with the sack.
3rd and 13, and here is Street gonna fire to the sideline. A nice catch there by Cassidy Morris for 14. Gets enough for the first. Broken Arrow up by the 30-yard line, and a pass complete. Again, that's Trenton Benefield for 17. And now Broken Arrow starting to threaten here with 3:46 left to go in the third.
Yeah, Midland needs a big-time stop here. They're getting them, though. They're getting pressure on him, and he's going down. Sack made by Troy Martinez, his second of the game. 3rd and 16. Street can't escape again.
Dude.
He's going down.
Feel the
Frankie
pressure.
Morton.
Feel the pressure a little bit earlier. Run up in the pocket. Maybe even throw it away. Behind the line of scrimmage at least. You can't take a sack right there. But anyway, to get yourself out of field goal range, they do get the field goal there. It's going to be 16-10, and nice little pocket presence there. We just talked about Street's pocket presence. Whiteside's pocket presence is pretty nice right there. Going to be able to find that completion, get that first down. And here is, oh my God, another interception. What are you doing?
Come on.
Dexter Whiteside again throws another interception in double coverage.
Yeah, that one to Orlando Barber, another cornerback. I mean, at least Whiteside got back this time to make the tackle, but he's killing Midland State right now. I mean, I feel like he's almost throwing the game away, literally and figuratively.
It's literally looking like he is.
Because, I mean, how is he doing this? He's done this before. I mean, but, oh my goodness.
Oh!
He's loose!
The Demetric Pence?
Yeah, he's going to the house.
Oh no. So
Midland's not done yet.
stick to the ground game, Midland State, because obviously your quarterback is not with it right now. It's gonna be 19-17.
Yeah, that's just him saying,
Woo.
okay, you're not gonna win this game, Whiteside. I'm gonna do it. I'm getting us back in this game. And they rebound with a score. So now it's a 2-point game here. 317 to 212 now.
Nearly 100 yards difference.
Yeah, so Brian Street, come on, man. You want to win the Heisman? Let's do something. And there it is. Big gain there. Street not going down yet.
Shrugging off some tackles, really big time throwdown right there. But he gets up just fine, smiling.
19-17 here as the third quarter comes to a close. And when we see these passes, it's just not good.
I think he just anticipated his receiver to be open on that cut, and it was just a really good coverage.
I feel like he's not reading the deep. I mean, it'd be hard not to see him. I mean, they're in the burnt orange jerseys, okay? Come on. They stick out like a sore thumb, don't they? I don't know, but let's see Uba get the ground game going here. Street going down. He's going to collide there with Bruce Hobbs, big-time playmaker for this Midland secondary. Maybe he can step up and make a big play, but they're going to get loose. Nathan Rowe gets the first down. 3rd and 4 here as they're going to push upfield. And a touchdown's going to really put them in a bad spot.
Pretty much sealed the deal here. Street with a nice pass. Going to get that first down. 1st and 10. Little read option there. Hand off. Straight back to Tremaine Chapman. Going to be 2nd and 3. So Uba starting to threaten yet again. And look at this. We get Street bouncing off the tacklers, and he just gets in. His knee got in. I didn't see that the ball got over the plane.
It barely did. The 1-yard line monster tried their best, but they were no match for Brian Street.
Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Just powered it through, guys, and Uba takes the lead by 9.
61 plays to 35, so they're definitely doing a lot more of a methodical type of offense compared to Midland. Whiteside runs up the middle for 10. So Midland's still definitely in this game here. It's 26-17, so they're going to need 2 scores somehow in order to get this done. So obviously going no huddle, getting the call from the sidelines.
We have doubted Midland State all this time, but look, no! Oh no! As soon as I say that, we've been doubting them. They might do something good here. Amiri Hayes Branson comes up with a, oh my goodness moment. That is the play of the game. It has to be.
Yeah, now that one, I feel like credit goes to Broken Arrow, because I think they just confused Whiteside on that throw. That wasn't a horrible throw by Whiteside. He just didn't read the linebacker, dropping back in zone.
Oh, and then they just give up. They gave up. They had Tyrell Odom dead to rights in that play, but he's going to run in for the touchdown, guys. It's going to be 33-17.
Well, they're going to go for 2. They got to go for 2 here to make it it'd be a 17-point game. I think that's the right call.
Oh, yep. So they do. So they do go for the 2, and they're going to get the completion, but
no catch.
Oh, no catch. Okay, so 2nd and 11 here. Midland State. I mean, what can you do, man? You're down by 15. You got to get a touchdown. You got to get an 8-point.
Yeah, they're not dead yet. I mean, it's a 2-score game, though, but they're going to have to get onside kick if they can score. And they're going to Dallas win for 8. So they might get this quick score, which is exactly what they need. They're going option to Hence. Jesse Tyson for 4 yards.
Okay, so they're kind of sort of back in it. So the question is, do you go for 2 here now or do you go for 2 later? And they're going for it now.
Oh.
Which is a really weird call because you got to stay in the game.
Yeah, you got to put the pressure on Broken Arrow, I think. And they can't get the onside kick, which is going to cause Uba to run this clock out. And Uba is your Big 12 champion, everybody.
I never thought I would hear those words. When we first started this dynasty, I never thought I'd hear those words. Broken Arrow is a champion.
It's a surprise. I mean, they missed the bowl game in year number 1, and now they're here 2 years later on the backs of possibly a Heisman winner. We'll have that update next week, but I mean, final thoughts here. I think Uba's defense won this game,
for sure.
Or Whiteside lost it. I mean, Whiteside was just not with it today. He's by himself on the bench. Those 4 picks, I mean, how do you recover from that?
I don't think you really can. It's going to be interesting to see how he does mentally next season. I mean, he's an NFL prospect. He was going into this game being an NFL prospect, and he's got a bowl game to play. But this game's going to sting for Midland State yet again, and it's just one of those deals where you had 2 teams that overcame a lot, and it just had to come down. There was going to be 1 winner and 1 loser, and it just so happened to be Midland State. What did I tell you? Broken Arrow going to win the Big 12 championship game, guys. 35-23, double-digit margin of victory. Awesome game by Brian Street and Broken Arrow. And what a pick by Amiri Hayes-Branson. I love that.
Yeah, especially on defense. Broken Arrow just took control of this game, never let it go. Whiteside, like we talked about, played like he was throwing the game away, literally.
Yeah, you can't throw 4 interceptions in a championship game, and that was the only amount of turnover that they had was off of interceptions. That's kind of interesting.
Uba played a completely clean football game, and kudos to the Wranglers. Good job, Brian Street. You had faith in yourself from the beginning,
which I could never see. I don't know how he knew that.
And you're gonna win this one, buddy, and you're gonna win the He Is Man trophy. Chapman had 72 on the ground. Street only had 28. He did get sacked quite a few times, but he did not get his big rushing total in this game. So Benefield led the way. Benefield was the big-time target for Brian Street in this game, and he really spread the love around. He likes to do that. We know that. Whiteside, 25 of 40, threw 343, racked up to 4 picks, though, which hurts their cause. Pence had the big touchdown run. Outside of that, nothing really. And then those big receivers we always talked about, Harper not really a factor in this one. So that was tough.
Marlon Swift made that 1 catch in the back corner of the end zone for the score. That was a pretty good throw, pretty good catch. But yeah, just after Broken Arrow started kind of taking over the game, it really did feel like Whiteside was kind of up to something. We'll see what people are saying in the media, in the news, in the offseason.
So we know the situation now. Broken Arrow, Big 12 champions, Midland State, going to be on the outside. You see with a ranking of 14 already, 9-4 now overall. Not a contender for the BCS when we got ACU and Ardmore in that at-large mix. Ole Miss went down, so South Carolina gets an auto bid. Kansas State beats up on UCF. Stanford, you're going to the national title.
62-7. I think they punched their ticket there.
Yeah, they're going. Florida State, you're going to the national title. They beat North Carolina. I wonder how far North Carolina will fall this time. And Michigan wins the Big Ten.
Only in a video game.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Central Michigan beats Old Dominion. I don't have that simulated because we're going to be in the bowl week if I do that. So that's the scenario. And what are your guys' thoughts on the game and the regular season? If you guys have any final thoughts, leave it in the comments below.
It's always difficult when you're in season and you just saw the outcome of this championship game to ask this question, but I'm going to do it anyway. Is year number 3 your guys' favorite season so far? If it's not, let us know. We want to know what we did right in year number 3, year number 2, year number 1, if you guys can even remember that far back. So love to see those comments. Love to get a gauge of where you guys are at with the series, what you think worked, what you think didn't work, what you're excited about going forward for next season. I think year number 4 is going to be shaping up to be pretty dramatic. A lot of moving parts here. A lot of teams with some parity in the Big 12.
Yeah.
It's going to set itself up for a big year number 4.
I guarantee you people are going to count out ACU and Denver Tech next year because they lost and the previous week, and it puts a bad taste in their mouth. Guarantee you people are going to write them off, not think about them. They're going to get a little too creative in the picks. I'm just warning you, don't count those teams out.
They're still very good. They're still very good teams. So, guys, we will see you next Wednesday for the bowl game reveals, as well as previews for those bowl games. And then we'll have another bowl game challenge. And, of course, now down below, you guys can check out your picks and your standings for who won the preseason game. If you guys even remember that was a thing, for the conference standings. You guys were asked to rank your conference standings. If you got the correct team in the correct position, you got some point values there, and as well as your Big 12 championship game, get some bonus, and then your champion gets some bonus added onto that. So we'll have the scores up there in the description and in a pinned comment, so please check that out. If you won that, congratulations. You get a Team Builder prize to be revealed in the off season. So that's what we got. That is it for today's episode. We will see you guys on Wednesday. Leave a like if you like this thing, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that red button for subscribe or my logo in the bottom right hand corner. We'll see you guys then. As always, peace.